At my age, I'm 65. Health has to be my biggest priority right now. I want to see my grandkids grow up. My name is Derek Morland. I'm originally from Scotland and I emigrated to Canada in 1980. I'm married to a beautiful Canadian lady and we have one son who's 37 and I have two grandkids back in Canada. You know, due to COVID, everything was shut down. I couldn't go outside, I couldn't go to the gyms. I sat around for so long, as I say, I think depression can set in and it did for sure. More and more I lost the strength in my legs. And then I got diagnosed with COPD, which is a pretty severe breathing problem. So not only couldn't I not work out, but I had trouble breathing as well. So then I totally lost the strength in my legs and I've been in a wheelchair for the last couple of years, on and off. I have a condition called Charcot foot, which again stopped me from walking. It's basically a condition where the bones in your feet become soft and they kind of just collapse a little bit. It's very painful in the beginning. So I have to wear these special boots to walk. When I came in here about 3 weeks ago, I was in a wheelchair. And when I was not in a wheelchair, I had a cane. I was not in good shape when I came in here in many ways. So my wife Pam and I were actually gonna go down to Cape Coral, which is in the Fort Myers area, across on the Gulf side for a couple of weeks vacation. So I could have gone to Florida and eat junk food and, you know, drink wine and beer and all kinds of stuff, but it just would have made it much worse. So we decided better to come to Pritikin and spend the money and get in shape because it was getting worse and worse for me. So at my age, I'm 65. Health has to be my biggest priority right now. I want to see my grandkids grow up.
It's not fully locked out. Like that. Perfect, yeah.
I knew in my mind myself exactly what I was trying to accomplish before I came here, and I think that's very important. Because my goal was to get strength in my legs. So I think it's a good idea for anybody that's coming here is to set goals for yourself. And if you talk to any of the staff and the doctor, you tell them what your goals are.
How heavy was that one out of 1 through 10?
I'm gonna go a wee bit higher.
All right, so let's go for the 200.
Okay.
Just the moment.
Ready?
Yes, let's go.
As I say, I just did a personal training. That's my third one. And I wasn't sure what that was all going to entail until we started. But, you know, he knew what my goals were, to get strength in my legs. So he had a set of exercises set up for me. And he watched me and supervised me and kind of, I wouldn't say pushed me, but kind of kept me accountable to push myself a little bit harder. My main focus here was to lose weight and get the strength back in my legs so that I can start to walk again and be more active. And I've done all of that. It's 15 at 200 pounds.
Yeah, nice.
Wheelchair went in the first week.
Yeah.
All right. As they say, you got to have fun in the process, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Cane went midway through the second week, and now I don't depend on them at all. As I say, I just did 200 pounds on that machine, and I never, ever, ever thought I'd be able to do that, but I did it. But again, like everything else, you got to put a lot into it. It's not easy. You don't just come here and lose weight. The trainers are great. They really look after you, and I could say I really enjoyed it. I saw the doctor yesterday and my blood pressure was down, my cholesterol's fine, my liver's good, my kidney's good. It's kind of a miracle in 3 weeks what I've accomplished. But I think anybody can do it. It's about setting goals. I would say Pritikin is the place if you're serious about losing weight and getting yourself in shape. And it's a beautiful setting too. I mean, we're right on the golf course and there's a swimming pool downstairs and the aqua sides, which I do quite regularly. For a guy like me who's, you know, a bit overweight and have problems with my feet, it's good to exercise in the pool. And obviously there's an instructor that runs those classes too. So you're not just flapping around in there trying to do stuff. There's always somebody watching you and keeping an eye on you and keeping you exercising and moving along. I got to make that part of my life now when I go home, is to change my lifestyle and change my eating habits and exercise. I'm going to get into fishing. I may golf again if I can get enough weight up and stand up. When I get home, we'll sit down and we'll kind of plan things out and just keep moving ahead. Like I want to enjoy the rest of my life instead of sitting in a wheelchair. That's why I came here. I'm going to leave tomorrow feeling 100 times better than I did when I first came in here. And we'll be driving back up tomorrow. We drove down and we'll be driving home tomorrow back up to Toronto. Hopefully get some sun this afternoon by the pool before we go.
It was inspiring to see your dedication.
Yeah, behave yourself.
Thank you, I will.
Young man.
I will. Thank you, Derek. Keep up the great work.
Okay, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.